Hello, YouTube. In today's video, I've been meaning to get to this since the beginning of my channel, like literally like back in 2019, 2020. There's this one series, I guess, but to me at the time, it was just like a single music video that I've seen pop up time and time again. People always remake it, put their own spin on it. People make remixes, people make edits out of it. We're gonna be checking out Bad Apple as a part of the Touhou series. Don't ask me what Touhou is. That's what today's video is going to be about. We're not just going to watch the music video. Actually, we're not even just going to watch the music video once. We're going to watch it without subtitles. Then we're going to watch it with subtitles. And then I have the wiki open. I have some Reddit forums open to discuss the meaning. And we might even watch a video analysis explaining truly what it's about in case I miss anything. But yeah, we're going to do a hella deep dive on this shit, bro. The reason why I wanted to do this, Bad Apple, I looked it up. This shit came out originally in 1998, I believe. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. The fact for something to this day still be as relevant as it is, again with the remixes, with everything, when you see the silhouettes, that style of music video, you think Bad Apple. Today I was like, enough is enough. We have to check it out. Like, I have to learn what this series is. Before we get into today's video, as you can see, I am streaming on Twitch right now. There's a chat on the other side of the screen. We make videos like this all the time: true crime, Vocaloid, short films. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, make sure you follow me on Twitch to join us for moments like this, and also make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter to stay updated on what I'm doing. So without further ado, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna watch the Bad Apple PV from 15 years ago. Yeah, we're gonna watch it first without lyrics, just so we can enjoy it without having to read anything and just jam out to it, pay attention to all the visual details. Alrighty. See, like this part, I see, dude, I'm sorry. I'm kind of geeking out right now. While I don't know the song, these silhouettes pop up in so many edits. It's crazy that now I'm watching the original finally. Oh my God, it's the apple. What makes it bad? Okay, so these are all different characters, right? Oh. First word, first syllable, best song ever. That finger wave was oddly satisfying. Okay. Oh. Holy transition. This girl. I've seen her. Oh, this is so cool, bro. This is... This part. Bro, her doing that like rocking back and forth thing is so satisfying. How many Microsoft PowerPoint transitions do you want? Yes. Ooh. Oh my God, they spam transitions there. Do the finger wave again. Please. Do it. Oh. That one's like an angel looking one. The amount of transitions is kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Like almost like every scene has some kind of transition. When does it end? Another one. A scythe. Yeah, she's like a witch. She looks... Wait, how old are the characters? First and foremost, like how old is this one right here? Before I say anything. Oh, that's it? First of all, sorry if I paused a good bit. Again, I was geeking out just because that was my first time listening to it. First of all, the music was fire, but again, visually, I've just seen these silhouettes in so many edits before. Seeing the original video finally had me like, oh, like I know that one. Like, oh, I've seen that one before. Yeah, her. She's the coolest looking one. I wonder if she has a name. That's what we'll get into the analysis portion. Who's my second favorite silhouette? This is also up there. Like this like bopping back and forth thing. It's just so smooth and like their movements are so natural looking. Her. She's just a silhouette. I know she's bad as hell. They're from Touhou Project. See, that's what I keep hearing, Touhou Project, but that's what we're gonna get into after this. But yeah, initial impressions though. The song is hella catchy. The animations and like the art style. I think I understand now why low-key it's so fucking timeless. Let me cook. It's the fact it's so simple. The animations aren't simple, but it's just black and white silhouettes. How much more simple can you get? I think I understand now why it stood the test of time. This video came out in 2009 even. That's still a long time ago. It is 2025 and you still see this music video referenced to the point where outsiders like me, people that aren't familiar with Touhou or whatever, we recognize this. I recognize, like I've seen these silhouettes before. So the fact that people like me recognize a video like this says something about how influential this shit is. Okay, with that being said, here is the full version with lyrics. And a lot of people have been mentioning that apparently the meaning is sad. Let's just get right into it. See what it's actually about. All right, let's see. Don't be too depressing. Please. Which girl was back? Okay, some parts are like slowed down or something. Oh, okay. I think it's playing the full song, but the full song is originally longer than the video. So I think the person is slowing down the video in post, and then yeah, so it syncs up together. In the midst of flowing, a person spins round and round. To move, slipping through the cracks of time. I don't know anything about what's around me. It's just me and no more. Oh, okay, so it's about depression. Let's go. More depressing Japanese music. Bro, depressing subjects in Japanese music just goes together like peanut butter and jelly. Ooh, that's a big one. I'm just tired of being sad. I should go on without feeling anything. So it's like your own emotions tire you out so bad. You want to just go numb. You don't want to feel shit anymore. Yeah, this is depression, bro. Ooh, is there a future for someone like me? Ooh, interesting. It says, is this painful? Is it sad? Not even knowing myself. The way that I initially interpreted this line with this image is like, you don't even know yourself. And it's supposedly two versions of you, like the same person. Funny scenario. What if the music cut and you just heard what these people were actually playing on the trumpet, on the violin, and on the piano? What if it just sounded like shit? Like it just sounds like ass. Oh, it seems to be repeating the lyrics. Oh yeah, it's just the same lyrics again. So yeah, it really just seems to be depression and wanting to grow numb. Or not wanting to grow numb, but she's becoming numb to her feelings, because it's like being sad is tiring her out. And so she would just rather feel nothing for the rest of her days. Ooh, if I wanted to tell you what kind of person I am, the words I'd use would be good for nothing. Ooh, wow. So it's not just depression, it's like poor self-esteem, poor self-worth. Wow, jeez. If I move, everything will break. I wonder if that's like some kind of double meaning. So like maybe that could mean like if you try making any kind of sudden change to your life to try and change the emotion you're feeling, like again, they're tired of feeling sad, so maybe they want to get better, maybe they want to change and feel nothing. Regardless of what kind of change you want to make, you're scared of something going wrong if you try to make a drastic change in your life or something. I don't know. This is so fire. And yeah, she does mention black and white a lot, and the music video is literally black and white. She would mention, oh, will I turn white? Oh, will I turn black? Blah, blah, blah. And then we saw the yin and yang symbol there at the end. So maybe that's a message in and of itself. So maybe like the yin and yang could be like how there's a balance to everything. There is no happiness without sadness. And she's complaining about being sad. Like sadness is necessary. Like maybe she's stuck between feeling happy and sadness. Ooh, that could be something. Oh, yeah, because, oh, wait, you could be spitting chatter. Because remember, she was expressing that the sadness is tiring her out. So she'd rather feel nothing, right? So she wants to give up any emotion. When that happens, she fears about turning either white or black, but they're both necessary. But she's scared of making any change at all. So she's scared of like trying to become happy. Let's say happiness is represented by white. There was lyrics in the song that also were like, will I turn white? But then there was also lyrics where she was like, what if I turn black? Like, will I turn dark? Or will the world turn dark? So she's stuck in the middle, feeling numb, wanting to feel numb anyway. But I mean, yeah, sadness and happiness are intertwined, and there's like a balance to it. But she's too afraid to feel anything, and she's stuck in like some sunken place that doesn't exist on the yin and yang plane. Like she's just gray. She's just gray. She doesn't want to feel shit. Ooh, so what if so she's in the sunken place that doesn't exist on the yin and yang plane because she's scared of becoming white or black? What if her depression is low-key just like making her crazy? Again, she can't deny she's not only numb, she's also stuck in a place of confusion, not knowing what she wants. So the depression is actually driving her kind of mad, constantly going back and forth. Like, do I want to turn black? Do I want to turn white? Do I want white or black? That's what this music video is about. She's depressed and she's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, I don't know what I want to feel. Okay, let's read some comments. We're gonna read some comments. Wait, no, I literally haven't read it. What does the lyrics of Bad Apple mean? This top person says Ellie's depression because people call this her theme while completely ignoring Perdition Crisis. I don't know who Ellie is. I don't know what Perdition Crisis is. I assume we're gonna learn that in a bit after we dive deeper into the Touhou thing. Somebody says depression here. Somebody responded, why does everyone say depression? For me, it just feels like someone on the brink of insanity and completely hateful of like everything. Yeah, it's probably just incorrect translation. And then somebody responded, that's exactly it though. The lyrics are the person with depression being driven mad by it. I was spitting, chat. I was spitting. Are you guys proud of me? I'm not as stupid as I look. The lyrics are the person with depression being driven mad by it, unable to stay where they are, but unable to see any way out. Yeah, see? Being driven mad by the intense emotions they feel, desiring to if they could just feel nothing at all. Falling into the cracks and being both unseen and beyond the help of others, but trapped and unable to help themselves. They're at the point where they're about to break. Oh, that's so dark. Has anybody here ever felt like that? I've been depressed before, like really depressed, but this just sounds crazy. Like, does that description give y'all any sense of, I don't know, I guess relatability? I don't relate to the fullest extent, like being driven mad by it. Anyway, let's read the wiki, all right? Now we're gonna go on to read the wiki now because Bad Apple is a part of this thing called Touhou. It's a franchise, I think, right? Is it a game or something? It's not an anime. I think it's a game. It's the 4th installment, right? That's what I saw. So Bad Apple is the 6th track in the soundtrack of the 1998 shoot 'em up video game Lotus Land Story, the 4th entry in the Touhou project series, created by Team Shanghai Alice. The instrumental theme was originally designed to be played during the 3rd stage of the game as chiptune on the Japanese NEC PC. Oh wow, that's like an old ass computer thing, right? The Lotus Land Story version that has more than 1.4 million views on YouTube at the time is a remake of the song from an official Touhou album and was released on the 21st of May in 2006. Oh yeah, that's the video that we just saw, right? Yeah, this one. And I guess this is the whoa, that's so cool. It's so old. So this is the original album cover. Zune. Yeah, see, this is what we're gonna get into in a little bit, in a couple seconds. But yeah, Zune, I've heard this name. I've seen this name, I mean, repeatedly. I think this is the creator, right, of the franchise. So that's the Wikipedia. I mean, look at that. Like, that is old, bro. That's so cool. That's so yeah, this looks like the character that we saw the silhouette of in the game. Oh, and then there's the yin and yang. Yeah, it's so old looking. Anyway, let's read this. So this is basically just this is a wiki on the Lotus Land Story itself, not just Bad Apple. It's the whole Touhou thing. So yeah, Touhou Gensokyo, aka Lotus Land Story. Lotus Land Story is the 4th game of the series and the 2nd Danmaku game. Marisa Karisame returns as a playable character for the 2nd time in Lotus Land Story, marks the first appearance of the powerful yokai, which I think is just Japanese for like any kind of ghost or monster thing, I forget. Following the events of the previous games, the magical land of Gensokyo is once again at peace until, and to no one's great surprise, yokai or monsters begin to swarm the Hakure Shrine, and a tremendous power surges from beneath a lake high in the mountains. The shrine maiden, Reimu Akure, who's that? Oh, that's her! Wait, bro, she's popular. Bro, she's popular, right? I swear to God, I see memes of her all the time. Even in my Discord server. But yeah, the Shrine Maiden, Reimu Hakure, must once again seek out and eliminate the source of the disturbance. Only on this occasion, she'll unwittingly be joined by an old rival. Oh, wow, so yeah, this is like a whole game. And then there's this other page right here that I'm gonna read from really quick. So the title of this forum is, what is the meaning of the title Bad Apple, in which characters appear? So the original video for Bad Apple is one of the most well-known Touhou videos. Here's the original together with English subs. Why is the song called Bad Apple? There is an apple in the video, but I don't imagine that's why it's called that. It matches the lyrics decently, but it still seems like a strange name for a song. So this person responded, the song Bad Apple was originally the stage 3 theme from the Touhou 5 Lotus Land story. There isn't any real explanation in the game as to why the song would be called Bad Apple. Many original Touhou music pieces have names that don't really match the plot in any way, and as far as I know, Zun has never specifically explained this title. However, it is true that the popularity of the remix may be in part because it cast the series in a somewhat darker and more serious tone than the ordinary moe artwork. So that concludes for the reading. Now let's just like watch a video on it. Touhou's impact on internet culture. Can we watch this one? Let's watch this one.
Alright, so you know Touhou. Even if you may not be familiar with the name of the franchise, I bet that you still know at least one meme or impact on the internet that originated from Touhou. Whether it's the games, animations, memes, or this, I can assure you that in your lifetime you've seen something Touhou related, and will continue to in the future.
You would be right, King.
First, let's go over what Touhou even is. Touhou, also known as Touhou Project, is a game series
Oh, is this gameplay? Yo. Yeah, this is old as fuck. It's like what's that one game with the where you're shooting alien spaceships going side to side like this? That's what it reminds me of.
First, let's go over what Touhou even is. Touhou, also known as Touhou Project, is a game series developed by Junya Ota, or more commonly referred to as Zun. Zun was born in Nagano, Japan on March 18th, 1997. His first experience with video games was with Game & Watch and arcade games when he was 5 years old. As he grew older, he played many more games, but the ones that left the biggest impact on him were Sun Sun, Super Mario Bros, and Street Fighter 2. In his high school years, he was in the orchestra club because he had an interest in music, and he wanted to make music for video games, but he didn't know anyone who actually developed games, so he just decided to make his own games. Yeah, I'm not joking, that's literally what the Wikipedia says. This guy's just such a giga chad among us.
Yeah, he just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna make my own game. Fuck these other guys.
Created the joking, that's literally what the Wikipedia says. This guy's just such a giga chad among us. Zun created the first Touhou game in 1995 and released it in 1997 for PC-98 computers.
Damn!
This was the game known as Touhou.
It's even older than I thought. 1995 is the first Touhou game.
And released it in 1997 for PC-98 computers. This was the game known as Touhou Highly Responsive Prayers, also known as Touhou 1. Zun did also develop a few other games before Touhou, but they were never released to the public and are potentially lost media nowadays. Now, Touhou is a shoot-'em-up bullet hell game, and has looked practically the same for every game, except for the first one, that is. Highly Responsive to Prayers was still a game about dodging bullets, but instead of fighting enemies, you had to play with balls. The second Touhou game, Story of Eastern Wonderland.
Interesting. Even in like the earliest iteration of the game,
but instead of
look, it's the ball that you're tossing around to destroy these little boxes here is a yin and yang symbol.
You had to play with balls. The second Touhou game, Story of Eastern Wonderland, was released the same year, with the gameplay format that paved the way for every new game going forward. After the fifth game, Zun took a hiatus for 4 years to work on stuff outside of Touhou, such as developing games and composing music for other companies. In 2001, he returned to developing Touhou games under his one-man dojin circle, now renamed to Team Shanghai Alice, which was formerly known as Zunsoft. His return in 2001 marked the end of the PC-98 era and the beginning of the Windows era. According to Zun, developing games for Microsoft Windows instead of PC-98 computers represents a clean state for the canon of the Touhou story. Just so you know, I'm not going to go too much into the lore of the games because that's a whole nother topic that I can make an infinite amount of videos on. In 2002, Zun releases Touhou 6.
How deep is the lore for the game itself? I think I saw some people in chat going that shit's deep, like it goes deep as hell.
Embodiment I can make an infinite amount of videos on. In 2002, Zun releases Touhou 6, Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, where he would then release a Touhou game every year. Well, actually, I kinda lied. He missed a couple years, but I'll let it slide since he makes everything all by himself. As I mentioned, Zun was fascinated with the idea of making music and putting it in video games, and only really made Touhou games to share this music, which is why every single piece of music in this franchise is god tier. Some astute viewers may have noticed that music in the background of this video is all from Touhou. The music in Touhou is one of the most recognizable and defining features of the franchise, with how iconic a lot of the tracks are. You've most likely heard of some of the most popular pieces from Touhou. You might have heard of Bad Apple.
Dude, I love his designs. It's not just the songs. Like, again, he just showed Bad Apple, like the version of Bad Apple that played in the game.
Bad Apple.
It's like more video game soundy.
Flowery Nights.
This makes me so nostalgic. Really rugged art style in anime.
You and Owen Was Her. Or one of the many
That's a screenshot, bro. Yeah, give me that shit.
Or one of the many other massively beloved songs from the franchise. A lot of the time, fans take a song from Touhou and turn it into something that stands on its own, while still keeping the core element of the Touhou style, just like they did with the previously mentioned songs, which I'll go into more detail about later in the video. Touhou's style is actually so unique and beloved that people make covers of songs in the Touhou style.
Oh! Wait, that's so pretty.
I know what you're probably thinking. Wait, Touhou's a game? I didn't even know that. Well, if you were, then don't worry, because you're not alone. This is largely due to our next topic, fan creations. Many fans didn't discover Touhou from official content, but rather the vast sea of fan-made content. Now, why and how is fan content so prevalent for Touhou?
Was that Rule 34?
Well, Zune is very lenient with the copyright of Touhou, simply because it's mutually beneficial for all parties involved. Zune benefits by having the Touhou empire grow, content creators benefit by creating and sharing the works based on Touhou, and fans benefit by getting more content of their beloved franchise. Zune only has 9 rules for creating works based on Touhou, which are as followed. Number 1. Game data other than screenshots is forbidden. Of course, he doesn't want you directly ripping code from the games. Number 2. If you need data other than screenshots, please make them yourself. Kind of the same thing as the first rule. Just don't steal anything. Number 3. Content that includes inflammatory material towards us or copyright owners is forbidden. This is another obvious one. Just don't talk shit using Touhou's name. Number 4 and number 5. If possible, please attribute us. Brackets recommended. And if possible, please include our contact information in the colophon. Also recommended. These 2 rules aren't even required, but if you want to create fan content, you should probably let the consumer know who originally created the series. Number 6. Please do not mistake the names of the games or the characters. Another simple request. Just don't change the characters' names. Number 7. Do not reproduce or reprint ending material, including the text. Zune just doesn't want you to spoil the game's endings. Number 8. For the commercial production and derivative material or mass circulation of derivative material outside of doujin shops, you should seek my permission. Obviously, Zune's permission, not fucking me. To publish on commercial magazines and books, you must notify me. Again, Zune, not me. In brackets, you do not need to do so for magazines that describe doujin and derivatives. So if you're going to make commercial products, then you have to ask him beforehand. Obviously, this is mostly for big companies who want to make licensed material of Touhou.
Yeah, so he was pretty chill, to be honest. All of his rules were very laid back. It was just like it was mostly a lot of common decency, like give me credit, ask me for permission if you're gonna, you know, be selling merch or whatever. Yeah, he's pretty chill guy, to be honest.
And our 9th and final rule: if you did not satisfy the above conditions but received my permission, please make it clear that you have received my permission. Now you
Oh yeah, see, even like the last one, like even if you violate, sorry, hold on, yeah, if you do not satisfy the prior rules, but you have my permission anyway, just, you know, make it clear that you have my permission. Pretty chill dude, to be honest. So basically, from what I've gathered so far, he just didn't really know what artistic direction to really take the game from. Like he made the games themselves and the music, but outside of that, he didn't know like what to do with what, like world building or like aesthetics and shit like that. So he basically just said, hey, it's open source. Everybody do what the fuck you want with it. Go nuts, and we'll see what sticks. Make artistic stuff with it. Feel free.
Understand how relaxed Zune is with the production of Touhou fan works, which is how it got so big on the internet in the first place. Little did Zune know, encouraging fan creations based on Touhou would let it become one of the biggest and most beloved franchises on the internet, amassing millions of fans that would create, enjoy, grow up with.
Oh my god, dude, holy, I didn't know it was so massive. See, bro, companies like Nintendo could learn from this. Look what happens when the creators of franchises, of games, or whatever other kinds of works, look what happens when you promote community participation, and you just grant, you know, pretty laid back rules and permissions, and look how strong of a fucking community he grew. Like, the games themselves weren't massive. As this guy in the video just said, most people don't find out about Touhou through official games or whatever. They find out through fan-made animations, memes, edits, and then, yeah, as we saw, Bad Apple got its own fan music video thing. So yeah, I mean, shit. Take notes, Nintendo, you fucking bitch. Like, you know how Nintendo be banning motherfuckers, or like be shutting down tournaments of Smash Bros players? Yeah, companies like that like are so strict for no reason. Meanwhile, you got this Chad here. Ooh, yes. Yeah.
Bad Apple, arguably the biggest meme to come out of Touhou. But why?
It's
Bad
a
Apple
meme?
started off as another one of Zun's pieces in Touhou, specifically Touhou 4, Lotus Land Story. People liked this piece, but it didn't become an internet phenomenon. That is until a remix dropped. On May 20th, 2007, the Dojin group Austromeria Records released a remix of Zun's original Bad Apple. This is unlike anything the Touhou community had seen at the time, because it wasn't just a remix, it was a full song with a vocalist. This remix, by the way, is barely even a remix in my opinion, and more of a song inspired by the original Bad Apple, because the two songs only resemble each other for about 27 seconds into the original.
Oh yeah, because the original Bad Apple from the actual video game, that was it was very video game soundy. It was like kind of 8-bit or whatever. And then this one, I mean, yeah, I mean, we just saw the Bad Apple music video. It's nothing like that.
Then the remix diverges basically into its own original song, while still having the feeling of Zun's Bad Apple. On June 8th, 2008, a Nico Nico user uploaded a storyboard requesting other Nico Nico users to animate it. The storyboard is pretty scuffed, with most things being just words, but many Nico Nico users took up the challenge of animating it themselves. But about a year later, on October 26, 2009, a Nico Nico user named Anira posted their fully black and white animation of Bad Apple. This was made with 3D models and has some of the smoothest transitions I've ever seen in any piece of media. And because there's no particular art style,
yeah, they're very
it's just
smooth.
one color or another, the animation ages like fine wine and still holds up to this day. On the same day it was posted on Nico Nico, it was also re-uploaded onto YouTube many times, and the most popular has almost 100 million views today. On Nico Nico, it was apparently the first video on the entire website to reach 10 million views, and it stands at over 30 million today. Now you might be wondering why Bad Apple is a meme. Well, remember what I said about the music video being only in black and white? Well, having two colors means that it's really easy to play the animation on anything. And I mean anything. There's even a rule on the internet dedicated to Bad Apple, which reads, if it exists, you can play Bad Apple on it.
That's funny. Yo, that's so funny. So it's kind of like a twist on it's a play on Rule 34, where, like, you know, Rule 34 is if it exists, there's porn about it. But Rule 86, if it exists, you can play Bad Apple on it, because, you know, the video is only in black and white, so you can play it on a fucking calculator if you wanted to. That's funny as hell.
Dedicated animation on anything. And I mean anything. There's even a rule on the internet dedicated to Bad Apple, which reads, if it exists, you can play Bad Apple on it. And if you don't know what the rules of the internet are, I'm sure you've at least heard of the 34th one. The first video I can find of someone playing Bad Apple in an unusual way is this video uploaded less than a week after of a YouTube user playing Bad Apple with lasers. One of these Bad Apple parodies was a stop-motion animation video made by the Nico Nico user Shigeru. This was one of the biggest Bad Apple parody videos, but the creator could have never expected that it would get featured on the huge American news network CNN. In this news segment, they talk about the virality of Bad Apple and proceed to show the stop-motion video by Shigeru claiming that
Bad Apple made it on CNN back in the day. What the fuck? I was not familiar with your game, Bad Apple. Yo, that's crazy. Wait, I'm actually glad we did this deep dive. This is so interesting. Talk about impact.
And proceed to show the stop-motion video by Shigeru claiming that that's how they created it, which is obviously misinformation. Over the years, Bad Apple would continue getting parodies, covers, and all sorts of other fan videos, but it would slowly begin to decline in popularity, like all memes do. That is until October 10th, 2020, when Minecraft YouTuber TreyZania uploaded a video of Bad Apple being played on Minecraft Sheep. This video quickly went viral and started the resurgence of Bad Apple memes online. And that's basically where the meme stands at now, a perpetually undying meme with a beautiful history. But that's not the end of the Bad Apple segment, because we have some lost media to talk about. You
What?
see, after Bad Apple
Mass
went
media.
viral, the original Dojin group and the singer of Bad Apple, Nomiko, would do live performances of the song, and a lot of them had the viral animation playing in the background. But since the viral Bad Apple was actually a slightly cut down version, and they obviously wanted to perform the whole song, there was an extended version of the animation for the concert. It's unknown if they contacted the original creator to make it for them, or if it already existed, or if it was made by a third party, but it was only shown a few times, and audiences were not allowed to record. There's some
Oh, dude, I would love to see a Bad Apple concert, and then yeah, seeing the trademark, the staple animation in the background. Wait, actually, that reminds me. Quick interruption. I saved a live performance TikTok for you guys. Look. Bro, this would be so lit to go to, bro. I would sell my left nut to fucking see one in person. Oh, it's just so good, bro. It's just so good. Anyway, let's continue.
And recreations online, but I don't know how accurate these are, considering these concerts were over a decade ago. Not too many people attended them. We've never gotten any official comment, and probably never will.
Oh, not a lot of people attended those concerts back then? How much you want to bet? If you hold a Bad Apple concert now, selling out. We got to bring this shit back.
Personally, Bad Apple is my single favorite internet meme of all time, with its complex history, longevity, the fact that it never gets old, and for it just being a banger song at the end of the day.
Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna stop there. But no, yeah, I think that concludes it. Honestly, I think I can comfortably say now that I do understand more. I mean, yeah, I'm Bad Apple in general. It's not just a song. It's tied to this giga chat of a game developer back in the 90s, and then yeah, he made his whole IP open to the public to you know, recreate stuff, to make remixes, to make memes, to do whatever kind of creative work you want to do with his designs, with his characters and whatnot. And I think that's like really cool. And then a byproduct of that, of him being a chill guy, letting people do what they want with the series, is we got Bad Apple. Like, we literally got this music, this animation that went so viral that concerts were played with it. That's actually crazy. That just shows you like how tight knit the community is for Touhou shit. I am now one of you guys. I'm one of the cool kids. Okay, I know exactly what Bad Apple is. It's not just a bunch of black and white girls doing finger motions and whatnot. It's deeper than that. So yeah, thank you for learning about this with me. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.